Listening to English conversations is one of the best ways to improve our language skills. Every time we hear real-life dialogues, we pick up new vocabulary and get a better sense of how the language is used naturally in everyday situations. And in today's episode, Sophie and Daniel chat about their daily routines, from mornings to nights, and share tips on staying productive and balanced throughout the day. Let's start.
Hey, Daniel, it's been a while. How have you been?
Hey, Sophie. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks, but I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm good. Just trying to get back into a proper routine. Honestly, my days have been a bit messy lately.
Oh, I totally get that. Same here. Routines make such a difference, though, don't they?
Absolutely. When I stick to my routine, I feel so much more focused. Speaking of which, what's your typical morning like?
Well, I try to wake up around 6:30. First thing I do is grab my phone, which I know is a bad habit, but I usually check the news or messages quickly. Then I head to the kitchen and make myself a cup of coffee. Without it, I'm useless.
Haha, I'm the same. I can't function without coffee in the morning. I usually wake up a bit later, around 7:30. The first thing I do is open the window and take a deep breath. It wakes me up better than anything else.
That's a nice ritual. Do you exercise in the morning?
Sometimes. On days when I'm not rushing, I'll do a quick 15-minute yoga stretch. Nothing intense, just to loosen up my body. It helps me feel calm and ready for the day.
That sounds healthy. I used to run in the mornings, but now I just walk for 20 minutes after my coffee. It's more relaxing, and I still get some fresh air.
Do you have breakfast right away?
Not always. I usually wait until after my walk. Then I'll have something light, maybe eggs and toast, or just a smoothie. What about you?
If I have time, I love making oatmeal with fruit and nuts. But on busy days, it's just a banana and maybe some tea.
It's funny how mornings really set the tone for the rest of the day. When my morning goes smoothly, I feel like I can handle anything.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to be more consistent. No more scrolling on my phone in bed for half an hour.
Guilty as charged. I'm trying to break that habit too. Maybe we can hold each other accountable.
Deal.
So after your oatmeal and tea, what's next? Straight to work?
Yeah, pretty much. I start work at 9 o'clock, so I usually sit at my desk around 8:45 to check my emails and get organized. I work from home most days, which is great, but sometimes it's hard to stay focused.
I feel that. I work at the office 3 days a week and remote for the other 2. Honestly, the commute can be annoying, but I sometimes miss having real conversations instead of typing all day.
Exactly. The one thing I miss from office life is chatting with coworkers during coffee breaks. Now it's just me and my laptop.
So what do you actually do during the day?
I'm a content editor, so I read and revise articles, write some pieces myself, and attend virtual meetings. It's a lot of staring at the screen, so I try to take breaks every hour or so.
That's smart. I work in IT support, so I'm constantly solving problems or answering emails. Some days are calm, others are chaos.
Do you stick to a fixed schedule?
I try to. I usually plan out my tasks in the morning. I keep a digital to-do list and check things off as I go. It's weirdly satisfying.
I still use a notebook. I like writing things down by hand. But yeah, having a plan makes a big difference.
What about lunch? Do you take a proper break?
I try to step away from the screen. I'll make something quick, like a sandwich or a salad, and sit by the window while eating. No phone, no laptop, just a real pause.
That's really good. I'm guilty of eating at my desk while still replying to emails. I need to change that.
We all do it, but even just 20 minutes away from work can reset your brain.
Yeah, I'll try that tomorrow. Honestly, talking about routines makes me realize how much better my day feels when I take small breaks.
Exactly. It's not about being perfect, just finding what works and sticking to it.
So, what's your afternoon usually like? Do you get that energy crash around 3 p.m.?
Oh, absolutely. Right after lunch, I feel so sleepy. That's why I try not to eat anything too heavy. Still, around 2:30 or 3, I'll make myself a cup of green tea or grab a small snack, maybe almonds or a piece of dark chocolate.
Chocolate's always a good idea. I usually go for a coffee refill and step outside for a few minutes. Just 5 minutes of fresh air really helps clear my mind.
Same here. If the weather's nice, I'll take a short walk around the block. Sometimes I'll even stretch a bit. Just standing up makes a huge difference.
Totally. Sitting for hours messes with my back. That's why I set a timer every hour to just stand or walk around the apartment.
Good idea. I should start doing that too. Afternoons can feel so long if you don't break them up.
Exactly. After my little break, I usually have my most productive stretch between 3:30 and 5. That's when I finish the tasks that need the most focus.
That's lucky. For me, afternoons are slower. I do the lighter stuff, emails, proofreading, organizing files. I try not to take on anything new late in the day.
Smart move. No one wants to start a huge project at 4:45 p.m.
Exactly. I've learned that the hard way.
So once you wrap up work, what does your evening usually look like?
I try to log off by 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Then I just need a bit of time to decompress. Sometimes I'll read a book, but honestly, I often just lie on the couch scrolling for a bit. Guilty pleasure.
I do the same. I need about 30 minutes of doing nothing after work. Then I either cook dinner or order something if I'm feeling lazy.
Do you enjoy cooking?
Depends on my mood. I like trying new recipes when I have time, but most weekdays it's simple stuff. Pasta, grilled chicken, that kind of thing. You?
Pretty much the same. I love cooking, but I don't always have the energy. I keep it easy. Stir fries, soups, or just eggs and veggies.
Sounds healthy. Do you watch TV in the evening?
Sometimes I'll watch a show or a documentary. Lately, I've been getting into podcasts while I do chores, laundry, dishes, that kind of stuff.
Same. I'll play a podcast while I clean or go for a short walk after dinner. Helps me wind down.
Do you work out in the evenings?
Only if I didn't walk in the morning, or sometimes I'll just do a few stretches before bed to relax.
Nice. I like doing that too. It helps me sleep better.
Totally. A calm evening routine makes such a difference.
So, when do you usually start winding down for the night?
Around 9:30, I try to stay off screens at least half an hour before bed. Not always successful, but I try.
Yeah, that's a good habit. I usually put my phone away around 10. I'll do my skincare, maybe read a bit, and try to relax my mind.
Do you sleep early?
I try to be in bed by 10:30 or 11. If I don't sleep by then, I'll stay awake for hours thinking about everything.
Haha, same here. Overthinking at night is real. That's why I started journaling a bit, just writing a few lines about my day or what I'm grateful for. It helps clear my head.
That's a great idea. I might try that. I sometimes listen to calming music or a meditation track before I sleep.
That sounds nice. Do you think having a good night routine really affects your next day?
Absolutely. If I sleep well and feel relaxed before bed, I wake up in a better mood, more focused. The whole day flows better.
I agree. It's like your evening sets the tone for tomorrow. A peaceful night gives you energy for a productive morning.
Exactly. I used to underestimate the power of routines, but now I feel like they keep me grounded.
Me too. And even when things don't go perfectly, just having a rhythm helps.
Totally. Routines give you a bit of control in a busy world.
Well said. And with that, I think it's time for me to follow my own routine. Brush teeth, stretch, and bed.
Same here. Sleep well, Daniel.
Good night, Sophie.
Actually, before you go, have you always had a night routine, or is this something new you picked up?
Good question. I think I only started taking it seriously in the past year or so. Before that, I was the type who'd work late, snack in bed, fall asleep with the TV on, you name it. But I started noticing how drained I felt every morning, even if I technically got enough sleep.
That sounds familiar. I used to binge watch shows till midnight and wonder why I was exhausted the next day. It really hit me when I started waking up feeling stressed before the day even began.
Exactly. It's like your brain never gets a chance to reset. Now, even if I only have 20 minutes, I try to spend them winding down properly, and I realized I actually enjoy that time. No phone buzzing, no distractions.
There's something really peaceful about those last few moments of the day, right? I've come to really treasure them. Sometimes I'll even dim the lights and make a cup of herbal tea, just to slow everything down.
Nice. Chamomile or peppermint?
Usually chamomile. It just feels cozy. It's like a signal to my brain, okay, it's time to chill now.
Love that. I'm more of a peppermint guy, but honestly, just having something warm to sip at night, it's such a small thing, but it changes the whole vibe.
Completely agree. And have you noticed how a good night routine can even help your mental health?
Absolutely. When I make space for calmness at night, my anxiety drops. I'm not carrying stress into sleep, and waking up feels less like a battle.
That's so true. For me, even 5 minutes of quiet time helps me feel more in control of my thoughts. I used to think self-care was all fancy face masks and long baths, but really, it's about being intentional.
Well said. It's more about consistency than luxury, just showing up for yourself a little every day.
Exactly. And routines don't have to be perfect. Some days, mine's just brushing my teeth, putting on moisturizer, and lying in bed breathing slowly.
That still counts. It's about doing what works for you. I think the biggest shift for me was realizing I don't need to earn rest. It's not a reward, it's essential.
That's powerful, Daniel. So many of us feel guilty slowing down, but rest is part of being productive.
Totally. And when you respect your body's need to rest, everything else, work, focus, mood, it all improves.
I couldn't agree more. I think my night routine helps me feel grounded, like no matter how crazy the day was, I can still end it with peace.
That's a beautiful way to put it. A peaceful ending makes space for a better beginning.
Well, now you've officially inspired me to stick to my routine tonight, no excuses.
Glad to hear it. We'll both go to bed like responsible adults.
Who would have thought us actually sleeping at a decent hour?
Miracles do happen. All right, time to log off for real now.
Good night, Daniel. Sleep well and wake up refreshed.
UG Sophie, sweet dreams.
And now, that's the end of this episode. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. See you next time.